Hello everyone, welcome to Ruth's Straight Talk, the channel designed to help you, your students and your children live fuller lives, become lifelong learners and grow into the awesome human beings you're designed to be. I'm Cynthia Ruth. So, did curiosity kill the cat? The jury is still out on that, but I believe that most of you clicked on this video because of your curiosity. And yes, all human beings are born with that curiosity. The important thing is, though, that curiosity is the antidote for boredom. It is impossible for a child to be bored and curious at the same time. Curiosity also helps a child to be motivated to learn. So if you know someone that is lacking in motivation or is bored and you want to help, this is the video for you. In this video, I will share with you 10 ways to preserve curiosity and super easy tips to encourage curiosity in your children and yourself. Also, don't miss my bonus at the end of this video. So let's get right to it. Even though we are all born with curiosity, for some reason, as we get older, scientists have not been able to identify it, but the fact is that we tend to lose our curiosity. Therefore, it is really important for us to make a valid and concerted effort to keep the curiosity in ourselves and in our students. Your child does everything that he or she sees you doing. So take advantage of those behaviors to increase their curiosity. Be their role model. Ask aloud questions that come into your head when you're with them, and then try together to determine what the answers are. If in the search for one answer more questions pop up, do not leave them unanswered. Instead, talk it through with your student, with your child, with anyone around you that would be wanting to keep that curiosity going. Your child will learn from you not to hesitate, but to ask questions and to keep asking questions. The second point is to encourage your child's interest. Your child's curiosity will lead him or her naturally to things that are of interest to them. Don't squelch that. By all means, take time to understand what they're interested in. Too many rebuffs and restrictions will tell the child that their curiosity is not important. That will produce the opposite effect. And so, please take time to introduce that subject that the child wants to learn about, whether it be in videos, in books, in questions, going to museums, or just going to a flea market. If your child is curious about something, encourage that curiosity. It will help them through many boring and stressful days ahead. The third point is to give your child the tools they need for their curiosity. For example, make sure you have a wide array of books that are dealing with the child's subject of interest. If you don't have money to buy books, there is the public library. Take them to the library often. If they need to look at something scientific, take them to a museum of science. Take them to an aquatic park. Take them to somewhere that will spark even more questions into the areas that they are interested in. When they become age appropriate, you can allow them to search the internet on areas of their interest. You can increase the conversation between you and them so that you are supporting their curiosity. Your children will enjoy that, and you will thank yourself for doing that in the future. The fourth point is to make your home stimulating for your child. That doesn't mean your home has to become a playground, but it is important for every parent and a teacher to understand that children are more interested in visual, oral, and other sensory stimulations. That's why young children climb up on tables and chairs. This is why they put toys in their mouths. Their curiosity needs to be satisfied. Once the child is older, it's important to make sure they don't spend hours on video games in front of the computer or in front of the television. Rather, take them outside or give them pictures or notebooks from your childhood. Maybe give them photographs of a recent vacation and try to stimulate curiosity using these new subjects and new texts. The fifth point is to make sure you don't micromanage your child. Refrain from telling your child exactly how to do things. Instead, let them engage in open-ended play. Let them figure out things by themselves. Also, don't label what they're doing, but rather ask questions about how they would like to complete the assignment or the task at hand. The answers might be surprising to you. The sixth point is to allow your children to make mistakes. As parents, we have the tendency to want to shield our children from disappointment and discouragement and rejection. But making mistakes and pulling themselves up again keeps your child curious and resilient. As long as your child is not in physical danger, you can allow that child to work out means and ways of solving their own problems. They will be so much more prepared for life when they have learned how to handle their own problems. Number 7, be careful not to label anything as boring. Remember, your child uses you as a model. When you declare something to be boring, the child automatically mentally makes a note that this is boring. Not only would you devalue the necessity or the importance of that incident or situation, but you will also teach your child that it's okay to call something boring, to negate it when you don't like it. The 8th point is to teach your children how to observe. When you're with them, encourage them to look around themselves and notice things of interest, mysterious things, exciting things. Teach them to look for details as well as the big picture. And then perhaps after an outing, you can quiz them on what they saw and what they should have seen. This will help them to develop a sense of awareness. They will continuously develop a habit of observing situations when they walk into a new situation or a new environment. The 9th point is to talk to your children about the value of curiosity. Explain to them that so many gadgets and things that we live and use during our normal lives we take for granted, but they were the results of curious scientists, innovators, inventors. Talk to them about people like Edison, Alexander Graham Bell, and so many other wonderful, wonderful inventors that makes our lives today so much easier. Number 10, give them open-ended materials to play with. So what are open-ended materials? Materials that do not dictate what or how a child should play with it. Things like sand, things like crafts, arts and crafts that allow them to build, to manipulate, to change in any way that they choose to. You as a parent should not dictate to your child how to play with those materials, but rather let your child's curiosity, innovation, and unique skills just blossom as they choose to do what they would like to do with these open-ended materials. So there you have it, 10 ways to help conserve the curiosity of your children. School success and the curiosity of a child have been closely linked together. Curiosity is a wonderful thing that we are born with, and children who are less inhibited will have the ability to ask questions and let their curiosity flourish. As parents, homeschool parents, or teachers, we should fully encourage the curiosity of our children. We should encourage your child's curiosity and not curb it to maintain his or her healthy interest in what's going on around them and what their futures may hold. Our bonus strategy for this video is to learn something while you're exercising. Take the kids, the students that are very young, take them out to the monkey bars and the swings and let them memorize the spelling words, for example. As they swing, they memorize the spelling words. As they're on the merry-go-round, you can spell the word and they can pronounce it. For older students, you can take them to the gym, take them to the treadmills. By stepping on the treadmill, they're distracted and their stress levels are lowered, anxiety is lowered, and the learning process becomes much more effective. So if you have to pump iron while you memorize, quiz yourself and study yourself, it'll be a smart and a healthy way to learn. Keep in mind also, parents, that you always have the opportunity or the option to change into a learning program that is best suited for your child. So if you have other ideas that you can share with me, I would love to hear from you. If this video has given you value, please like us at the bottom of the screen. If you have other strategies that I would love to hear about so that I can share with my audience, I would greatly appreciate it if you leave me a comment at the bottom of the screen. And if you are new to my channel, please subscribe so that I can send you notification when new videos become available. As always, thank you so much for spending the time with us at ruthstraighttalk.com. It has been a pleasure. Happy learning and goodbye.